Hello. All right, so good stuff. First, this is one of the first videos that I'm filming this year, and the reason that I want to address this one is because I just came out of a 10-day practice of just deep meditation, isolation, just this immersion, and so much connection to my guidance. And this is one of the things that came up that just drove me insane for so long, for so many years, especially at the beginning of my practice. And I want to address this here. First of all, just generally, right? It's like the masculine, feminine energy, not men and women, masculine, feminine energy that is within you, okay? It's that intuition and flow and like creativity, and then that analytical mind and that purpose and direction. And the fact that, the feminine is often viewed as weak and vulnerable. And honestly, I just thought it was useless for years. But it's not that at all. It's actually that force of nature. It's actually life itself. And it's so freaking powerful if we learn how to tune into it. However, this is a whole separate video. What I want to talk about today is the fact that a lot of people believe that intuition does not mean discipline. That following your intuition, following your calling, being all flowy and in la la land is the complete opposite of that masculine doing and discipline and purpose and, having a schedule and being organized. It's not. And this is what I want to address today. And it's the whole okay, let's go into the masculine or let's go into the feminine. They have to merge together. So many books, even ones by Napoleon Hill, spoke about how it wasn't at all about masculine and feminine energies. However, he was saying about how a man needs that, for that mastermind concept, he needs a woman's mind as well. And it's that combination of a man who oversees that is really losing in the greater picture. So how do we combine the two? Because for me, as for so many people on this journey of inner work or personal growth, you go into go, do, and schedule, and you have to achieve, and goals and targets, yada, yada. And then the other extreme is, oh my God, what do I feel like doing? And let's just flow and be in la la land and, fairies, butterflies, rainbows, unicorns. And it was really interesting to me as I read a lot. And one of the things that at some point I did last year, I was reading a book by Esther Hicks, Channelings of Abraham. And I was reading one, which name I do not remember the author, but it was all about doing and target setting. And they were completely opposites, and it was so fun to read because one would literally say, like, the sentences, you gotta plan and you gotta set goals and this is how you get things done, and the other one, stop planning, stop setting goals because that's how you get stuck. And it does not have to be two contrary things. They're not contradicting each other, even though it seems like it is. It seems like I have to either be structured or I can listen to my intuition. It is both, and here is why, and how this is how we tune into it. Intuition actually requires tremendous discipline. One more time. Intuition, following your heart's calling, that inspired action, actually getting off your ass and taking those action steps requires ridiculous amount of willpower and action. Intuition is subtle. Your ego's like, rah, screaming at you, okay? Intuition is subtle. It lasts a few seconds, maybe up to a minute, and then it's gone. When you're sitting there in meditation, not allowing your mind to go into, well, that's ridiculous, that's not doable, yeah, but what is that gonna do? And actually getting up and doing that thing that you're inspired to do, that takes discipline. And that is that beautiful combination of the masculine and the feminine. That's the beautiful dance. The feminine inspires, right? It's like a muse. I remember in one of his books, David Data described that feminine energy as that breeze on a hot summer day. When you're there as a writer, he was writing his book and just, oh my God, I have to get this done, and this is so difficult, and it's hot, and it's like, it's a lot. It's right, this moment is a lot. And then there's this beautiful breeze that just feels so good and light, and that inspires and refreshes, and then he's ready to write. That is the feminine, but it's only if you're actually willing to open to that moment, if you're willing to feel that breeze. Imagine writing being like, oh, this sucks, and not even being sensitive enough, present enough to feel that breeze, so therefore you're not receiving the gift of it. And that is the feminine energy. So it takes so much discipline that masculine is there having to provide that which the feminine calls to, that which the feminine needs. So when feminine gets that feminine aspect within you, you get this hunch. You want to move forward with something. Is your masculine energy, the masculine within you, disciplined enough to get shit done? Is it disciplined enough to say, yes, I'm going to make this happen. I don't know where this is going. It seems like it has nothing to do with my target, but that's what I'm going to do right now. And now, this is one of the keys here, because a lot of my clients go into, but I didn't get the results that I wanted. And that is the shadow masculine. That is the masculine is there, yeah, but what's the end target? Yeah, but am I going to get what I want at the end, right? That's not where you want to go. It's the fun of that experience. It's like taking in that breeze is not there being waiting, just like, where's that breeze? I need that breeze so I can start writing again. It's you're taking in the fullness of the experience. And when you're there fully present in the moment, that is when it's unexpected. It's like, whoa, I feel so much lighter and I can actually write now, inspired to write. You can't receive its gifts when there is an agenda. So on this note, if there's anything that you took away out of that, first of all, I would love to hear what is it that you heard me say. And what I want to, as a summary, is that it takes discipline, that following your intuition, that living intuitively, that allowing yourself to receive from life takes tremendous discipline. It means being so direct with what you want. It's being so decisive, being so clear on this is what I want, this is what I don't want, while at the same time allowing life to deliver it to you and receiving it rather than being rigid and just having that tunnel vision. This is how it has to look like. So on this note, I'm wishing you a fantastic new year. For whenever you're watching this, but if you watch this when I release this, that it's a powerful time, beginning of the year. This is a reset for our mind, because a lot of us are just, we grew up that way. Okay, the year changes, it's a new beginning. So welcoming that in, what is it that you want to create it? Are you willing to be more conscious and more disciplined in your life? Are you willing to build up that masculine energy within you? That self-discipline, that structure, that purpose, and creating that safe space for the feminine to open, for your intuition to actually feel safe enough to talk to you as, a man would with a woman. That woman has to be safe. She has to feel safe and protected and loved to open up fully. This is the same thing. So how can you cultivate more of that relationship with yourself? Now, one of the things, if you want to go deeper into this, I strongly recommend the Powerful Self membership. So this is where we combine those two. I'm really focusing in that membership. There are a lot of live calls, and one of the things that I really emphasize is that power, that dance between the feminine and the masculine, because a lot of these groups are, okay, let's connect to the intuition because we're already doing in the outer world. Or some of those groups are kind of about, okay, let's set goals and targets and accountability. You can't have one without the other. And it's about that masculine often turns into a shadow. So if you want to have more support tuning into that, how can you support that dance within yourself to create more, to receive more, to get that which you want out of life, to become the fullest version of yourself? Let me know. You can send me an email, or the information is going to be below, or there's going to be a link below if you're watching this on YouTube, and you can also DM me on Instagram if you want to hear more about this. And on this note, I'm wishing you such a powerful day.